Hi students, welcome back to Chemistry Punitha channel. Today we see the 12th standard physical chemistry. Already we see inorganic chemistry, metallurgy. Today we see the physical chemistry, solid state. See the introduction of solids. Solids differ from liquid and gases by possessing definite volume and definite shape. Liquids and gases does not have definite volume and shape. Solids have definite volume and shape. In the solids, the atoms or molecules or ions are tightly held in an ordered arrangement. In liquid and gases, thus not tightly held in ordered. Solids only have tightly held in ordered arrangement. There are many types of solids such as diamond, metals, etc. See the characteristics of solids. Solids have definite volume and shape. Solids have a rigid and incompressible. Solids have strong cohesive forces. Solids have short interatomic, ionic or molecular distances. Their constituents, atoms, ions or molecules have fixed positions and can only oscillate about their mean positions. Solids have definite volume and shape. Solids are rigid and incompressible. Solids have strong cohesive force. Solids have short interatomic, ionic or molecular distances. Their constituents have fixed position and can only oscillate about their mean positions. This is very important. Liquids and gases does not have this type of characteristics. This is special features only the solids. See the classification of solids. Classification of solids, two types. One is crystalline solids, another one is amorphous solids. Crystalline solids have 5 types. One is ionic crystals, example NaCl and KCl. Covalent crystals, example diamond and SiO2. Molecular crystals, example naphthalene, anthracene, glucose. Metallic crystals, example all metallic elements, sodium, magnesium, copper, gold, silver, etc. Atomic solids, all frozen of group 18 elements, all noble gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. Amorphous solids does not have definite shape. For example, glass, rubbers, etc. This is called supercooled liquids or pseudo-solids. Act as solid but not a true solid. This is called pseudo-solids. Crystalline solids are true solids. Amorphous solids are pseudo-solids. Next, see the difference between crystalline solids and amorphous solids. See the first point. The long range orderly arrangement of constituents. Long range order. Amorphous short range random arrangement. This is orderly arrangement, that is random arrangement of constituents. Crystalline solids have definite shape. Amorphous solids have irregular in shape, does not have definite shape. So see the third point. Generally crystalline solids are anisotropic. Anisotropic in nature only have in the crystalline solids. Isotropic nature in the amorphous solids. They are true solids. Crystalline solids are called true solids. Amorphous solids are called pseudo solids or supercooled liquids. See the definite heat of fusion in the crystalline solid. Amorphous solid does not have definite heat of fusion. See, crystalline solids, they have sharp melting point. Amorphous solid does not have sharp melting point. Gradually soften over a range of temperature and so can be molded. For example, crystalline solid, most of the example NaCl, diamond, naphthalene, anthracene, etc. See the amorphous example, rubbers, plastics, glass, etc. See the difference between is very important. Crystalline and amorphous. Long range orderly arrangement, short range random arrangement. Definite shape does not have definite shape. Crystallines are anisotropic, amorphous are isotropic. True solid, pseudo solid. Definite heat of fusion does not have definite heat of fusion. Sharp melting point does not have sharp melting point. And the examples for NaCl, diamond, etc. Here the examples for rubbers, plastic, glass, etc. See the next one, classification of crystalline solids. First one is ionic crystals. Ionic crystals. The structural unit of ionic crystals are cations and anions. Cation plus charge and anion minus charge. They are bound together by strong electrostatic attractive force. They are bound together by strong electrostatic attractive forces. Ionic crystals possess definite crystal structure. Many solids are cubic close packed. For example, the arrangement of Na plus and Cl minus ions in the NaCl crystal. The best example for NaCl. See the characteristics of NaCl. One of the example for ionic crystal, NaCl. So what are the characteristics in the ionic crystal? Ionic solids or ionic crystals have high melting point. These solids, in the solid state, ionic crystal do not conduct electricity because the ions are fixed in their lattice position. They do conduct electricity in molten state or when dissolved in water because the ions are free to move in the molten state or solution. They are hard as only strong external force can change the relative position of ions. See the characteristic, have high melting point, in solid state do not conduct. Okay, see the next one, covalent solids. In covalent solids, the constituents are bound together in three-dimensional network. Bound together by three-dimensional network entirely by covalent bond. Example, diamond. So carbon-carbon covalent bonds present in the diamond, silicon carbide, etc. Such as covalent network crystals are very hard and have high melting point. They are usually poor thermal and electrical conductors. Next, see the molecular solid. In molecular solid, the constituents are neutral molecules. They are held together by weak van der Waals forces. Generally, molecular solids are soft. They do not conduct electricity. See the classification of molecular solid. Three types of molecular solids are present. One is non-polar molecular solid. Another one is polar molecular solid. Another one is hydrogen bonded molecular solid. Name the force is present in non-polar molecular solid as London force. What are the features in non-polar molecular solids? Low melting point are usually in liquids or gases at room temperature. Liquid or gases at room temperature. Example, naphthalene and anthracene. Polar molecular solids, name of the force present in dipole-dipole interaction. Polar nale dipole-dipole interaction. Features, they have high melting point than non-polar molecular solids. Example, solid CO2 and solid NH3. Hydrogen bonded molecular solids, the forces present hydrogen bond. Features, they are generally soft solids under room temperature. Solid ice, glucose. Example, solid ice, glucose, urea, etc. See the next one is metallic solid. The lattice points are occupied by positive metal ions. The word is very important. Positive metal ions. And a cloud of electron pervades the space. They are hard and have high melting point. Metallic solids possess excellent electrical and thermal conductivity. Metallic solid possess excellent electrical and thermal conductivity. They possess bright lusters. For example, metals and metal alloys belongs to these types of solid. For example, copper, metal, etc. Crystal lattice. Next one is crystal lattice. The regular arrangement of these species throughout the crystal is called crystal lattice. Throughout the crystal is called crystal lattice. See the unit cell, a basic repeating structural unit of a crystalline solid is called unit cell. A unit cell is characterized by 3 edge length or lattice constant A, B, C and the angles between the edges alpha, beta and gamma. Unit cell, the basic repeating structural unit of a crystalline solid is called a unit cell. This is very important question. Unit cell. See the picture. See next one, types of unit cell. Two types are there. One is primitive unit cell, another one is non-primitive unit cell. See the primitive unit cell, a unit cell that contains only one lattice point. Only one lattice point is called a primitive unit cell. Non-primitive unit cell, a unit cell that contains additional lattice points either on a face of the unit cell or within the unit cell is called a non-primitive unit cell. Primitive unit cell only one lattice point, non-primitive unit cell additional lattice points. See the types of primitive crystals, 7 types: cubic, rhombohedral, hexagonal, tetrahedral, orthorhombic, monoclinic and triclinic. A, B, C. This is constants, lattice constants, alpha, beta, gamma. This is angles. See the structures of 7 primitive crystals. This is difference based on the angles. See the angles. This is alpha, beta, gamma equal to 90. 1 or 2 not equal to 90. This 1 or 2 equal to 120. This is based on structure. Cubic structure will be vary and give the 7 different structures. Alpha, beta, gamma is equal to 90 degree in the cubic. Rhombohedral, alpha equal to beta equal to gamma not equal to 90. Hexagonal, alpha beta is equal to 90, gamma is equal to 120. Tetragonal, alpha beta gamma is equal to 90. Orthorhombic, alpha beta gamma is equal to 90. Monoclinic, alpha gamma is equal to 90, beta not equal to 90. See the triclinic, alpha not equal to beta, beta not equal to gamma. See the next one, number of atoms in a cubic unit cell. Primitive or simple cubic unit cell SC. The SC coordination number of each atom is 6. Each atom in the corner of the cubic unit cell is shared by 8 neighboring unit cell. Each atom in the corner of the cubic unit cell is shared by 8 neighboring unit cell and therefore atoms per unit cell is equal to NC by 8. Where NC is the number of atoms at the corners. Number of atoms in SC unit cell is equal to NC by 8. Number of atoms in the corner is 8. So 8 by 8 is equal to 1. The coordination number of SC unit cell is 6. Number of atoms shared in the corners is 8. So 8 by 8 is equal to 1. So number of atoms in SC unit cell is 1. Next, see the body-centered cubic unit cell BCC. The coordination number of BCC of each atom is 8. In SC each atom is 6. In BCC each atom is 8. An atom present at the body center belongs to only to a particular unit cell, that is unshared by other unit cell. Number of atoms in BCC unit cell. See the picture. In the corners present the green color atom. In the center one is pink color atom. The center one body centered. So the center one is NB, in the corners is NC. So NC by 8. In the corners how many atoms are present? 8. So 8 by 8 plus 1 by 1. 8 by 8 is equal to 1. 1 by 1 is equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Number of atoms in BCC unit cell is 2. Number of atoms in SC unit cell is 1. Next one, face center cubic unit cell FCC. The coordination number is 2. See, the coordination number is 2. For BCC, coordination number is 8. For SC, coordination number is 6. The atoms in the face centers is being shared by 2 unit cells. Each atom in the face centers make 12 contribution to the unit cell. Number of atoms in FCC unit cell. See the green color atoms present in the corners. See the pink color atoms present in the faces. How many faces are there? 6 faces. So 6 by 2. So 8 by 8 plus 6 by 2. So 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Number of atoms in FCC unit cell is 4. Number of atoms in BCC unit cell is 2. Number of atoms in SC simple cubic unit cell is 1. The coordination number for FCC is 2. The coordination number of BCC is 8. Okay, see the next one. Calculations involving unit cell dimensions. X-ray diffraction analysis is the most powerful tool for the determination of crystal structure. The interplanar distance d between the two successive planes atoms can be calculated using the following from X-ray diffraction data. 2d sin theta is equal to n lambda. 2d sin theta is equal to n lambda. The above equation is Braggs equation, where lambda is the wavelength of X-ray used for diffraction, theta the angle of diffraction. By knowing the values of n, we can calculate the value of d. So we change the formula. D is equal to n lambda by 2 sin theta. N lambda by 2 sin theta. Using these values, the edge of the unit cell can be calculated. What's the Braggs equation? N lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. We modify the equation. D is equal to n lambda by 2 sin theta. You calculate the d values. See the next one, calculation of density. What is the formula of density? Density is equal to mass by volume. Using the edge length of unit cell, we can calculate the density rho. We can calculate the density rho of the crystal by considering a cubic unit cell as follows. Density of the unit cell rho is equal to mass of the unit cell by volume of the unit cell. So rho is equal to mass by volume. Mass of the unit cell by volume of the unit cell. Density is equal to mass by volume. See, mass of unit cell. Mass of unit cell is equal to total number of atoms belongs to the unit cell into mass of one atom. Total number of atoms belongs to that unit cell into mass of one atom. We change the formula. Mass of one atom is equal to molar mass, gram mole inverse by Avogadro number mole inverse. The formula is small m is equal to capital M molar mass by Na. Capital M by Na. Capital M molar mass, Na the Avogadro number. We substitute the mass of one atom in equation 2. Then you will get the mass of one unit cell, N into M by Na. N into M by Na. For cubic unit cell, all the edge length are equal. That is A equal to B, B equal to C. Volume of the unit cell is equal to A into A, that is A cube. So volume of the unit cell is A cube. Density of the unit cell rho is equal to, what is the mass of one unit cell? Nm by Na. then into volume of unit cell A cube. See the rho is equal to nm. Okay, thank you students. If you all like the video, subscribe my channel and share to others.